What's up, it's you? Fun takes video with my full Bat Pokemon team. 6 years ago, I did a Bat Pokemon team, and I thought, you know what? I'd be batty if I didn't do another. Seriously, we got some new Pokemon to use. Now, I've got double upload happening today, so this was meant to go up yesterday. So I'll have this video up, well, now, and then the other one will be up a little bit later on. So 2 videos to look forward to. So we got my Twitch here, and you want to give that one a follow if you want to see all the theme teams, all the Pokemon sweeps live, and all other forms of salty entertainment. This was a battle against Milchick, and we've actually got a theme team versus theme team here, and I know you're going to be like it because it is a Bat versus Bat team. So we got a Zubat as the lead here, and I've got a Zubat as well. Now this Zubat is a Nasty Plot sweeping set. Let me show you. I think I may have used this one like a while ago. So we've got Nasty Plot, Giga Drain, Heat Wave, and Sludge Bomb. I've got Focus Sash as the item, and I've also got Timid Nature too. We wanted to go as fast as possible. Now the opposing Zubat is going to try and make some little Zubats with this Zubat. So we've got the Attract Zubat infatuating my Zubat. I'm hoping I can get like a 1 attack off here because I'm going to get immobilized by Love, and now I'm going to get confused by Confuse Ray as well. So I'm infatuated and I'm confused. Not much I can do at this present moment here. Those little chickens there, when you look at them right flying around, they're as big as Zubat's body. Like, just watch. Anyway, so we got the Zubat swapping out this time, and now we got the next Pokemon coming being the Crobat. So we got Zubats and Crobats. I'm going to snap out of confusion and get a Heat Wave off here. So that obviously did no damage to Crobat at all. This Crobat seems to be a bulky sort of build too. So the Crobat is going to be going for a Curse here. So it's definitely a bulky build. I'm thinking they could possibly be max health, max special defense, judging on the damage that I just did to them there. So Crobat's going to get a attack and defense boost and a speed drop. I'm just going to try and burn it with Heat Wave. That's possibly the best thing I could do at this stage. I could start setting up Nasty Plots as well. I just kind of wanted to get a burn off there, but I thought, all right, well, I'm probably not going to get the burn. Let's go for Nasty Plot and boost my stats as much as possible, right? So Crobat is going to be having Crunch as his attack there. It's going to take me almost down to my Sash. I've only had like 11 health left there. So this Crobat really needs to burn on it. So go for a Heat Wave here. I'm actually glad it didn't miss. For some reason, I always miss Heat Waves, and it did pretty much nothing. The other move the Crobat has got is Cross Poison, and Zubat's going to go down very disrespectfully. So it's got Curse, it's got Cross Poison, and Crunch so far. I probably need this with a really, really powerful special attack. So the best special attack on my team at the moment is probably Noivern with the Draco Meteor. So this set is a frisking set. We already know that it's got Black Sludge, and I've got Timid Nature and Max Speed and Max Special Attack. I've got Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, Water Pulse as my main sort of attacks there. I've got the Eject pack on this one too, so I can go for Draco Meteor. When I got a stat drop, it'll just eject me out of the battle. But look how well the Crobat takes my Draco Meteor. Very, very well. So automatically switching out of this matchup here, I'm thinking, well, they might go for a Crunch. I'll spot my Crobat in because my Crobat is also a bulky set. They went for Cross Poison instead, which is okay. I'm going to be able to take like no damage from that at all. Now, the item I've got on my Crobat is exactly the same as the opposing one. It is Black Sludge. Now, this is meant to kind of poison all the opponents and like get rid of them with Whirlwind, but it's not really going to work on this team because there's so many poison types, right? So we've got Rest, Sleep Talk, Whirlwind, and Poison Fang. So the only benefit here to me having Whirlwind is I can get rid of this opposing Crobat, right? And get rid of all the attack and defense boosts that it got. So I might have to deal with that one later. Maybe at Noivern again. So in comes the Swiggity Swoobat here. I have no idea what this set is going to be. I could hit it with the Poison Fang, but I was like, nah, I'm going to send in my own Swoobat, which is actually a physical attacking set there. I actually quite like Swoobat Shiny. I know a lot of people don't like a Shiny, but I think the yellow looks pretty good on it. So this is going to be a Swagger set, and to boost my attack, I'm also running a Swagger set. Like, you wouldn't read about it. This is actually very, very good. Let me show you the moveset. So we got on this one, Swagger, as you already know. Sorry, it's not. It's actually a pure. I was thinking about my other one. This is a Substitute Acrobatics Physical knockoff set with Lychee Berry and Simple as the ability. I was thinking of my other one. I've got so many Swoobat sets. This one is based off subbing down to you get your Lychee Berry. Since it's going to be simple, right, it's going to make that attack boost 2 stages instead of 1. I can go for knockoff here, and that'll do a lot because I instantly got given a +2 an attack there. The opposing Swoobat is going to have Psych Up. I actually have a set almost exactly like that. That's why I was thinking of that, right? Go for knockoff, and it doesn't take it out. I'm like, hang on. Hold up. How did that not take it out? and then I got spanked by dual Wing Beat. So I'm going to eat my Lychee Berry here, but obviously I'm not going to take like another attack after that, so it's going to be useless. It turns out that Swoobat, right, was an unaware set. So it was unaware to the boost that it gave me, which works in pretty well, right? Because if you give opponents stat boosts, you don't really want them to use them against you, yep? And things go wrong. So we're going to go to Lunala here. This is a scummy set. This is a Spite Choice Scarf trick set. I do have Night Daze in there to drop the opponents, actually, but that's my only attacking move. So I've got on this one max speed and max health. I'm going to get rid of that Swoobat there because it definitely was a problem, right, with +2 in attack. So in comes the Crobat here. I'm going to swap Lunala out because obviously I'm locked into Night Daze. I don't really want to be locked into that. I want to see if I can get someone to actually struggle. I like my struggle sets. I'm sure you know that already. So go back into Noivern. Now we know what this has got. We know it's a curse set with Crunch and Poison, Cross Poison, and I can go for... I reckon I could go for 2 attacking moves here to try and take out. Let's go for Air Slash as my main other stab here. So Air Slash does pretty good damage. I know that I can probably take out one more Draco Meteor here, but I think I can easily take this Crobat out. The thing about it is, if I go for Air Slash continually, I might get a flinch, and it means I won't drop my special attack either, so I might be able to use it against the next Pokemon. So Crobat's other move it didn't show before was Leech Life. So that was actually not a bad set, because if you got up enough curses and... I don't know, like, let's say if you got 2, 3 of them up, it would be fairly tanky, and Leech Life would get your health back, and you could, you know, deal damage with the other moves too, so not a bad set there. So Crobat is going to Faint, which is good. The only reason I got around it was because I just hit him with, like, hard special moves too. And I sort of wore it down with that Draco Meteor earlier on, right? So in comes the Zubat. We know this one has, like, Attract and Confuse Ray. I'm hoping I can just take it out in one shot. It may even be Everlighted, but it wasn't Everlighted, it was Focus Sash. I'm like, okay, well... Confuse Ray or coming my way like 1000%, right? So I've got that special attack drop, which is fine. I can go for another move afterwards, right? And here comes the Attract. I guess it sort of makes sense that, you know, Zubat and, you know, they're all bats, right? They should be able to infatuate each other. So I can go for any move here. I'm going to get Immobilized by Love. And the other move the Zubat has got is Toxic. So I see what their set is. It's like you attract the other Pokemon, in this case the other bat, and then you confuse them, and then you poison them, right? So it's pretty nice. So Noivern's only got a little bit of health. I was like, no way, I'm going to keep that in because I'm probably going to be, you know, just infatuated by the shiny Zubat. Let's go into my own Crobat, and I can just go for any move and take it out, right? So here comes the Confuse Ray from the Zubat. The good thing about having a poison type is I can't be poisoned by the Toxic, which is great, right? So I'm going to get some more health recovery too there. The only thing I got to get around is the confusion at this point in time. Hopefully I can. I'm going to get through that confusion and take the opposing Zubat out with the Poison Fang. Very, very nice. So bye-bye Zubat. You are a thorn in my side for most of this battle. Well, half of this battle, I guess. So things are looking pretty good at the moment. Next Pokemon we got here is the Lunala. So... the opposing Lunala, I'm not really sure what set this is going to be, but I'd say it'd be fairly threatening. So I'm going to hit myself in Confusion. That's a wonderful start to this matchup. It used Rest. What? So it's expecting damage. So if you see someone use Rest right away like that, they want to go to sleep, right? Which means, I know they want to go to sleep because they use Rest, but it means, right, that they're probably going to use a move like, a sleeping move like Snore, right? So I swapped out and went into my Necrozma Door Wings. I guess it still counts as a bat, right? I tried to use new bat Pokemon too. That's why I didn't include Golbat on this team either, if you were wondering. So this is a fully critting set. And then the Lunala had Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, oh, come on. So all the moves to have, it's going to burn me. This was max speed and max attack. I've got the Scopelets as the item, and I've got like 4 critting moves. And that did very, very good damage there with the Shadow Claw. So getting a nice crit there too. So it's a very good chance of critting the opponent. Probably one of the, I guess, I mean, it's not super, super good in attack. That's why I did it. But if you crit it every time, it's, you know, fairly nice, right? So the Lunala is going to be going to sleep here. I am confident I can 2-shot this easy peasy. And that'll be very, very good. So go for Night Slash this time. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to sort of like break its ability and then attack it next turn. And it should easily go down. Even, like, say I didn't have the crits. Like, that would be bad then. Then it'd almost be like completely useless, and I'd like sort of just, I don't know, use it as like cannon fodder for the next Pokemon. So next Pokemon here we got is the Swoobat. I went for a Shadow Claw this time. Swoobat is going to have a Focus Sash as well, so that's 2 Pokemon with the Focus Sash. It's very, very nice critting all the time. It sort of makes up for that burn rate. So I'm going to get some little burn damage against me. It's fine. I can outspeed and go for a Psycho Cut this side. And Swoobat is going to go down. So there's a Lunala left and another Pokemon. Now look at look at the top of the screen. Look at all those bats flying at the moment. It doesn't look good. Like, I guess you look at Lunala, it sort of doesn't move a lot. It sort of just sits there and its wings just go back ever so slowly back and forward. Like, it doesn't have a lot of movement. So the last Pokemon is the Noivern, and that's going to also be their choice of Dynamax Pokemon here as well. I've got no idea what this set is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be fairly decent and do some decent damage in Dynamax, right? So I've still got like 4 Pokemon to go, which is very, very good. Now, I know that I can't do a lot of damage to this thing. I was like, let's go for Stone Mist here. Let's go for that, right? Noivern is going to go for a Max Airstream. That does very good damage. The next hit will take me out. So I need to get as much here as possible there. So +1 for the Noivern in speed. Let's go for the Stone Edge here. Let's see how much that does. It's pretty good damage there when you look at it. I didn't get a crit there. So that would have done a lot more, like maybe getting closer to half health if I did get a crit. I think, like, even, I don't know, if I wasn't burned right and I got a crit, I reckon that would have been close to actually taking out, like, honestly. So anyway, the next Max Airstream is going to take out my Necrozma Lunala, and that's fine. That did a very, very good job there, even though it was burned. Next Pokemon I'm going to bring in is my own Noivern. I want to see, let's basically use this as a Dynamax fodder and see what item it's got. It's got the wide lens. It's going to go for a Max Wormwind now, and that's going to take out my Noivern. That's okay. It only had a bit of health, and it was poison. And I lost my item already, so that's fine. I'm happy to sacrifice that one. Now I've got my Crobat and my Lunala left. So it's like, okay, let's see if we can get this one going, right? Now, that was their last turn of Dynamax there. I still have the option of Dynamaxing too. Like, this is actually a fairly long battle. I think we were approaching, like, 5 to 4 minutes left on the battle here, right? So the Lunalas are still asleep at the moment. I was like, okay, well, I want to use my Lunala against their Lunala because I want to trick them a Choice Scarf, right? And then I want to go for Spite and just continue to use Spite against them and drop the PP of the move they're locked into and force them into a struggle. That was what the Lunala set was about, right? And it seemed to be this one sort of pretty much relied on going to sleep. As you can see, it's got Snore there. And it's also got Throat Spray as its item too, which is going to boost each special attack. I'd say maybe they're running something like Max Health, Max Special Attack. I know they're probably running, at least Max Special Attack. So Crobat is going to be swapping out there, right? Because I can't do anything to this thing at all. There's no way I can one-shot it. I mean, I could whirlwind it, but that's about it. So going into my Lunala now, so it's Lunala versus Lunala. Both shiny as well, really like they're shiny. And Snore won't affect me too, which is great. So that may be their only move. I went for the Night Days here just to get rid of it. It's like, you know what? I can't get rid of this thing outside of Night Days. I'll just take it out, and then I'll use my strategy against the Noivern, right? So we got 2 minutes left of this battle here. In comes the Noivern. It is, I'm actually choiced into Night Days, so I'm going to swap out. And then I'm going to go into my Crobat. Then I can always swap Lunala back in, right? I want to see what sort of set this is. So it is a physical set with Dragon Rush. So like, that makes sense, because that's why they had wide lens, right? That did a lot of damage to me, so I was able to take that only because I'm running a bulky Crobat set, yeah? So I'm going to swap the Crobat out because I'm going to go down to the next Dragon Rush and go into Lunala. We had 50 seconds of this battle left, so at least if I can trick this an item and then get my strategy started, right? So here comes another Dragon Rush here. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does have the chance of actually flinching. I'm going to get flinched that turn. Now I'm going to go for a trick and trick the Noivern a Choice Scarf. So it's going to be locked into its Dragon Rush. I get the wide lens. Dragon Rush is going to be... So now they only can use Dragon Rush, and that's pretty much it here. Oh, sorry, I think I got flinched this turn on the last 20 seconds when I was trying... Yeah, I did got flinched here. So here's another Dragon Rush. They are pretty good at hitting it still without the wide lens. I went for the Spite here, and what I was going to do there is just stall them out at the end. I actually could have even Dynamax there as well. But that, my friends, is the very first battle. I don't know how much PP Dragon Rush would have had after that, because they did use quite a few. I think they used 4, and then I got rid of 4. But it was a very close battle there, and a Bat versus Bat team. Hope you enjoyed. Stupid 20-minute timer, though. Let's get on to battle number 2. This one was against Neela or Nyla, and we've also got a team here as well. So we got a Rotom lead. So Rotom a fridge there. Make sure you shut the fridge door when you go to the fridge, you get your food out. Make sure you shut the fridge door. Like I was start beeping and stuff. The things you learn, right? So we got the Zubat lead here. Once again, I'm going to go for a Heat Wave, and now they're going to pop a light screen. It's like, well, my moves are going to be doing pretty much 0 now. So I need to go for a Nasty Plot. That'll help me out, like, maybe after the screen is down, but that's if my Zubat actually sticks around to them. So we've got the Rotom setting up a light screen, then a reflect. So I'd say it's probably going to be just a support set here. Maybe it's got Blizzard on it there as its only attacking move, right? Or Volt Switch. So that sort of answered my question pretty fast. So they are going to go for a Blizzard. I do have to Sash. That's going to allow me one turn here. I'd love to get off a Heat Wave before my Zubat does faint. That'll put it on a low amount of health, and possibly I can just take it out there, you know, before it sets up another screen maybe in the future. So the other move I had was the Volt Switch there. So I had both screens and had Volt Switch and Blizzard. So that's not a bad set, to say the least. Fairly decent, right? So Rotom's going to be swapping out. I guess they're hoping they can set up the screens later on when they run out. So in comes the Rotom fan. So it is a Rotom team. And yes, I will be doing a new Rotom team in 4th gen. I'm sort of waiting for those games to come out. It'll be very nostalgic. So by going to Noivern this time, I'm going to drop a Draco on the Rotom and see how much damage they're going to do. Hopefully a 2-hit KO. But man, that was definitely not a 2-hit KO. That's like a 3-hit KO. So my Jetpack is going to kick in here, which is great. That's going to yeet me out of the battle. And I'm going to be swapping in my Crobat here. Now, Crobat, like, their team had a pretty good advantage, right? Because all these types are electric, which is scary, right? Now it's going to be going for an Air Slash. It's a scummy, flinching set. Look at the damage that did. That did a lot of damage to my Crobat. This Crobat could pretty much only go for a Poison Fang here, and that's what I went for. So Poison Fang did nothing. I was hoping for a Poison, and it didn't happen. But let's say even if it did, the Rotom is going to be using Rest and going to sleep. So it's got Rest and Air Slash. Oh, man. This is going to be a troll. I just know this is going to be a troll set, right? So Crobat gets a little bit of its health back here. Rotom is going to be sleeping this time, and now it's going to go for Snore. So we're going to double. We had Snore in the first battle and Snore in the second. So it's going to Throat Spray as the item, and it doesn't do a lot of damage there, but it does flinch. So what they've done right is they've used the typical Rotom Air Slash flinching set and sort of added Rest and Snore to it. So to make it like even more annoying, and also another way to boost their special attack with Throat Spray too. So Air Slash is going to be hitting very, very hard too. The good thing is the light screen did actually wear off there, but you can see how hard the Air Slash hit the first time. Crobat almost goes down to. I do manage to get one Whirlwind off there, getting rid of its special attack boost, which is good. Like, that might help in the end. Now, unfortunately, Rotom's going to come back in. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. You're not setting up another screen. So I can go for the Poison Fang here. The Crobat EVs, I forgot to say them. I was running max speed and max health there. Good thing I was running max health, because Rotom would have definitely set another screen up there, or just Volt Switching. I'd say they'd be setting up another screen. So bye-bye Rotom Fridge. I was happy about that. Now the next Pokemon to come in is going to be once again the Rotom Fan here. Now I can do any attacking move against it, but there's really not much point. I think I just went for Poison Fang there again. So it's just going to take me out with the Air Slash. So bye-bye Crobat. Now we're going to go into Necrozma here. Now this is my critting set, as you've seen before. This should make pretty short work of the Rotom with Stone Edge. They've got Thief as a move on here, so it steals my Scope Lens. I'm like, no, that really, really sucks, because now I'm going to have to rely on purely the crit chance of the moves there. That definitely would have got one shot if it was a crit. Like, look at the damage there. Now they're going to use Thief on me. Again, it's taken away half my health already just due to my bad weakness there. And Rotom Fan is going to go down. Man, that caused me so many problems, that Rotom Fan set. Very, very nice. Next Pokemon here we got is Rotom, and it's going to be the Rotom Lawnmower. So what is this going to be doing? So I was like, let's go for a Dynamax here. I need to. Like, things are looking pretty desperate at the moment. I've lost 2 Pokemon already. And I can go for Dynamax here and hopefully take this thing out. I don't have a lot to do against it, so I'm thinking Dynamax would be good. Like, I should be able to live an attacking move here. And I should be able to live like a couple of attacks, even though I've lost half my health. Like, Necrozma's like fairly bulky, right? I was thinking this should be about a 2-hit KO, and of course, unless I get a critical hit, that is. So firing a gumboot, like a teapot, and all other sorts of stuff at the Rotom mower. Imagine if you're mowing the lawn, right, and there was a teapot on the lawn. Don't ask me how you'd miss a teapot on the lawn, but imagine if you rode over it. That'd be really bad. Like, there'd be glass everywhere. It reminds me of this time when I was a kid, right, at school, and we played this game with marbles. They're like little round circles of glass, and you play other people and win marbles or lose marbles, and then the school would hire this lawnmower guy out, right? And man, he wasn't very happy with like going over the oval and grass and stuff, and marbles would be going straight into the lawnmower and just like exploding. So marbles at school got banned. That's the story. So the next Pokemon is the normal Rotom. It's going to come in and take me out with a Dank Pulse. At least I got rid of the Rotom Mold though. That was pretty weird. I also noticed too, it's a full Rotom team, but they're all like shiny ones too. The shiny forms look cool. So swapping in my Swoobat here, back to the battle. So I started to use some stories of my my life experiences, and I'm going to throw the substitute up here. It's time I got that Lychee Berry simple set going. So it's going to go for a confuse rate. That's very, very good. That would have been bad if I got confused. Going for the knockoff now. I've got the sub up there, and that's going to do quality damage to Rotom. So I'm going to be knocking off a Leftovers. Very nice. Now, the Rotom's going to be go for a double team. It's pure scum. I have to take this thing out before it gets too many double teams. I went for Psychic Fangs because the Psychic terrain's going to help me out so much. And here comes the Dank Pulse. That is going to break my sub. I was like, oh, man. Maybe I should sub down here. Or should I just leave it in there so I get hit by the Dark Pulse and it'll activate the Lychee Berry? Psychic Terrain is going to disappear here. I actually went for knockoff this turn and it worked. I landed and Rotom is down. Yes, that's very, very good. And it's also going to give me the opportunity to get another substitute up as well. Now, the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be the Rotom Oven. So it's all the Rotoms. Now, I kind of hope we got a new Rotom appliance, but I doubt it. But it'll be really cool if we did. So setting up another substitute here, and here comes a Discharge. So Discharge probably would have taken me out there or gotten very, very close. Or, you know, paralyzed me, yep. So that's going to break my sub easily. At this stage, Rotom Oven is fairly bulky. So it's like, let's go sub, and get that dub. You know what I mean? So getting that sub down again, here comes another Discharge. I mean, that's the best move they can pretty much use against me. I've still got Noivern in the back too, which is going to be very, very handy, right? So bye-bye substitute, and I can go for one more, and Lychee Berry will activate. It's nice as well. So I'm going to be on like 3 health here. I probably should have adjusted the EVs and that so I get it early, but that's okay. That's fine. So getting my +2 in attack now, and I can either go for a knockoff or a Psychic Fangs here. One of those two moves there. Like, knockoff's quite handy because you get a nice boost on the, like, opponent having an item, plus you can see what their item is as well. So popping that knockoff on the Rotom Fridge, good damage, good quality damage there. And at a Jetpack, I'm like, okay, a Jetpack. That must mean it's got Overheat then. So bye-bye Swoobat, you did a very good job right there. And I've still got my Noivern and one other Pokemon remaining. So bringing in Noivern now, I'm at full health. I've got absolutely nothing to lose here. I should be able to take it out with a solid quality Water Pulse. Hitting very hard there, and the Rotom is going to go down. Very nice. So one more Pokemon is remaining on the other side of the team there. So we got the Rotom Wash now, so all the appliances are out in full force. And this is going to be Dynamax Rotom Washing Machine. I'm trying to think what they would do as the next Pokemon, right? They've all got certain types of moves too. So we got like I think maybe we need a fairy one. That'll work, like electric and fairy. There's quite a few types you could actually, a dragon one. What would a dragon one be? Like, though, that'd be interesting. What would a dragon Rotom be? I'd like to hear if someone can come up with something cool in the comments section. A dragon Rotom. Regardless, we got this, we got a big washing machine. I don't know what sort of set this is, where it's physical or special, but it's going to do a lot of damage to Noivern him. I guess the good thing here is I actually used up 2 turns of the Dynamax. I did a bit of damage to Rotom too, which is good. So I've only got like 1 Pokemon left here too. So go for the Confusion Water Pulse. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. And Max Lightning is going to take out my Noivern here, which is very unfortunate. Hoping I can buy one, maybe, you know, one more time on the Dynamax set. It's also going to crit me too, which, you know, didn't really matter. So I've got one more Pokemon left here on my bat team, and that is my Lunala. Now, this is the Choice Scarf set right here. I was hoping I could get it to wait 3 minutes of Laval left, going for the trick there, which is great. I'm going to trick at the item, and I'm going to get an Assault Vest. It's like, oh no, I can't use my strategy. I've got to go for Night Days only, right? But the Assault Vest, right, was really, really good, because if this is a special attacking set, that actually is going to help out a lot. It's also got my special events is also going to drop there, so it's also nice. So I can't make a struggle, but I can sure as heck attack it right. Now, I'm going to go for Night Days. I still outsped it, which is great there. Night Days does some pretty good damage there, Kappa, and the accuracy is going to drop. I was like, this is great, they might miss. Now they're going to go for a Dank Pulse here. I do have the Assault Vest attached. If I didn't have that Assault Vest, I was done that turn. It's crazy. So go for it on the Night Days here, hoping I can get another accuracy drop would be great. And I didn't, and then they hit me with another Dank Pulse. It was so close there in the end. What a battle. Hope you enjoyed both the battles with the Bat Pokemon teams. I'll catch you a little bit later on for a double upload. Don't you miss that video as well. I'll catch you tomorrow as well. Peace out, people.